spooking them. Oh, they're all right in here. We're on, boys. We're on big time. I got him. Got him. All right, welcome back. We're back home. Back home from Alaska. Man, that was a fun trip. But we're back in the Bay Area today, back on my kayak, this place that I call home. And today, we're searching kind of for one thing. Yeah, I feel like I just woke up, but it's really not that early. It's already 10 o'clock. But anyways, the goal for today is to catch a fish, but not just catch a fish. I want to catch a fish on this underwater camera that I got. And I've actually never used an underwater camera before. This is my first time trying it out, so we'll see how it goes. Might be some bumps in the road. We'll see how the footage turns out. Hopefully it's okay. It was supposed to be sunny today, so I was thinking that was gonna make the water clarity a little bit nicer so we could see more stuff down there. But as you can see, that hasn't happened, at least not yet. So maybe the sun will come out later today. Hopefully it will. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But in the meantime, let's try and catch some bait, fill up our live bait tank so we can be ready and go chase some bigger fish. I just spooked a school of sea bass. I was just idling around here looking for bait, and something right below the surface just spooked off. Like a multiple fish, like at least a dozen. I mean, the only other thing it could have been was like maybe a group of seals, but usually those are, you know, you can see them. This was like right below the surface. And unfortunately, I left my bag of swim baits in the trunk of my car. I might have to go back and get them. That is super unfortunate. I literally looked at them, I grabbed the bag, looked at it, and was like, I probably don't need this. I should have just put it in should have just thrown it in. No, I don't have any baits in here. I think I'm gonna have to go back and get it. I just marked the spot. It isn't, okay, right here. They're around here. I think, dude, I think they're just sea bass. All right, I'm gonna have to go back to the car and get those swim baits. Executive decision, unfortunately, the underwater footage might have to take a break, but there's something in the water here, and I think I need my swim baits. All right, I'm coming back here. Quick trip to the car to go grab my swim baits. Well, if this pays off the way I hope it does, I originally wasn't happy that it's overcast, guys, but those are in fact the elusive sea bass. These overcast guys are definitely going to help me, you know, they're going to help the bite a bit. So, man, I really hope it is. We're going to go grab my swim baits. It's a little bit of a drive. I wish I had my faster kayak. I feel so slow in this one now after using the my other kayak the last couple of videos. All right, we made it back out. We got a swim bait tied on here. Fortunately, in the hurry to get back and come back, I broke my rudder cable, so I'm having to kind of steer manually with my paddle here. But we're back out here. The wind has definitely picked up. so it's not ideal conditions, but those fish are around here somewhere. I just gotta find them. It's gonna be a little bit harder with this wind, but at least we have a general idea of where they are from before. And I'm back in there now. I just gotta find them. Once we find them, we'll cast a swim bait on them, and if it happens, it'll be epic. Because yeah, whatever I saw earlier, those swirls were big, and there was a lot of them. Camera to use, and I just tied it up to like a makeshift bounce ball type rig, and usually right here would be a flasher, but I was thinking it's kind of shiny, so maybe it can act as a flasher. But before I drop it down, just want to give a quick shout out to Canfish. This is their underwater camera. Like I said before, I never used one before, so I'm excited to see what kind of footage I can get down there. This thing, I think you can use up to 200 meters depth deep, so more than enough. We're in like 50 feet of water here. And yeah, it's got like an inline system, so it kind of sails through the water nice and straight, so it gives you a good view of your bait and hopefully a fish coming behind it to come up and scoop it up. If you're looking to get some underwater footage, check out this underwater camera from Canfish. It features an ultra wide angle 1080p HD view. As you can see here, crystal clear footage even in the darkest of waters. And one of the cool things about this camera is that it hooks up to Bluetooth. So once you bring the camera back aboard your boat, you can connect it via your smartphone, which is supported in Android, iOS, or Harmony OS systems. And even though you can't see the footage live when your camera's underwater, you can see it live when you have it in your hand to make sure everything's filming properly. And you can go back and look at the footage that you just filmed literally 5 seconds ago underneath the water. And another great thing about this camera is it features a green light to make it suitable for night fishing. Not only does it attract the fish, but it also lets you see what's down in the depths. Thank you again to Canfish for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to purchase one for yourself, check the link in the description, and don't forget to use my promo code to get yourself a little discount on the order. And after reviewing the footage, man, it's super cool to see what's going on down there. A couple things I noticed. The first, those lingcod, man, they will follow a bait for a long time sometimes. In this video, unfortunately, they never actually took the bait. Hopefully next time I can get them to actually commit. But man, just goes to show that those fish, you know, sometimes even if you don't know it, they could be right nose up to your bait and you'd have no idea. Secondly, that dodger makes a huge difference. I tried this camera with a dodger for a little bit, and although it made the footage super shaky, I probably won't do it again next time. You know, if I didn't have the camera down there, you can see how much action that dodger is giving the hoochie. Super important for this type of setup. So anyways, good to see this footage. Unfortunately, no fish on this round, but I'll definitely be bringing it out for another adventure soon enough. Well, a little bit of a tough day, but I don't know what those fish were that I saw this morning, but man, they are ingrained right in here. I really want to find out what that was. I'm pretty sure they were sea bass. Could never find them again today, but I'm gonna be back out here tomorrow morning. Day 2. Today we're out here bright and early, man. We did not get a late start, that's for sure. The sun is just creeping up. It's like halfway over the horizon. And yeah, I don't see a single boat or kayak out on the water yet. I'm sure some will come, but right now we're on the hunt. Right now the water is so flat, which is ideal for what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be looking for those fins to be just kind of cruising on the top of the water. We're also gonna be watching our fish finder here to see if we mark them subsurface. But with the water as flat as it is right now, I can see a wide, I can see way off into the distance. And so if there's any of those fish that we saw yesterday cruising on the surface, I should be able to spot them from quite a ways away. So we got our swim baits. I got some frozen squid. I'm gonna probably toss both of them at some point today. Hopefully we can connect, because man, I've been dreaming about those fish all night since I saw them yesterday. So anyway, we're headed out. I got to tie up. We're gonna rig up just in case we happen to see them on the way over, just like we did yesterday. I want to be ready for them. So I got my swim bait already ready to go here. I'm gonna tie a fly line on my other setup to put a squid on, and hopefully we get them. Today's the day. Oh, and by the way, I brought my fast kayak today, so we should be there in no time. This is them. Alright, I'm gonna tie on a squid. I feel like if I toss a frozen squid and just drift it in there, I'm gonna back off them actually. I don't want to spook them. All I saw here was just a little bit of surface disturbance. Barely even saw a tail, but there is, I did see one now. Yeah, see, if it was super windy, I would not have seen this at all. I don't really know what to do. I don't know if I should throw my swim bait in there first or just pitch this. I think I'm just gonna pitch a frozen squid in there first. I'm gonna be very strategic with how I approach this. All right, I'm just gonna let this drift free spool. And then I'm gonna cast my swim bait. They're right here. Yep, they're hitting the swim bait. No. Come back, come back. I lost him now. Gotta go find him again. Man, these are the one of the trickiest fish to catch, man. They're not really feeding, it seems like. So they don't want to eat much. I just need one. I just need one to commit. God, they're huge. Just swam right by the kayak. They're absolutely massive. Tail was like this big. Got him! Got him! I got him. Oh, we're on. We're on, boys. We're on big time. On the swim bait. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's gonna be war. Oh, we got him. Okay. This feels heavy. Finally. Just have to cast on them enough times, I guess. Eventually they're gonna eat. Oh, we got him. Oh, we got him. We're going for a sleigh ride. By far the biggest fish I've ever hooked in this kayak. I know this lighting is not great, but you know, there's not much we can do right now. We just gotta fight this fish. Hope it ends our way. Behaving rather nicely right now. Kind of straight up and down almost. man, I'm spooking them all. They're all right in here. You should see my fish finder, man. It's so lit up. Oh my God. Dude, this is heavy fish. I'm pretty sure this is bigger than the sea bass that I got last year, which is pretty good size in its own right. Oh my God, it's pulling me backwards. It's pulling me backwards. I have not got a visual yet on this fish. What? Oh my God, I don't like that. I don't like that. That didn't feel good. I'm just pray to the fish gods that I have a good hook set with this swim bait, man. They're not always hooked that great. Also don't have super heavy line. I went kind of finesse because I just felt like I needed to. I'm using 30-pound fluoro top shot. Dude, this guy's staying down. This guy is staying down. Look at that, he's still running. This is a big fish. This is a big, big fish. This is just one of those fish where even when it's just swimming normally, it's not even going on a run, it's taking line. Holy moly, this is big. This is big. This is very, very big. This might take me a little while. Luckily, I'm not sure about these sea bass, but I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about it swimming into a rock. I've never seen a sea bass do that before, although I haven't caught a lot, so can't be for certain, but I'm pretty sure we can just play this out, tire them out. There's no kelp around us, no real structure other than the bottom. So ideally, we tire them out. And man, once these sea bass tire out, sometimes they just like float to the surface almost. So if we can get to that point, we'll be in good shape. We survived the initial couple of runs. I'm gonna try to bring him to this side. Oh, no. Not done yet, that's for sure. That's for sure. Also with a big fish like this, it's important to keep your rod pointed forward. If you point it straight out to the side, that's when you're more likely to get tipped by this fish. So I'm trying to keep it out front. Oh my God. Every time I bring it up halfway, it comes back down. We're already 5 minutes in. Trusting all my knots, my fluorocarbon leader, and that swim bait hook. Just keeping good pressure on him. He's pulling me around for sure. Yeah, it's so peaceful out here. Got a huge fish on, nobody around. You can faintly hear some sea lions in the distance, but other than that, just me and this fish. my little kayak here. I can feel every tail shake, every pump of the tail, just big, powerful strokes. This is why I got up so early. Man, I was so early this morning. I was up at like 4:30 prepping some gear, getting my kayak situated. I had to switch out kayaks because the one I was using yesterday, I broke the rudder cable. So I had to get this one ready to go. Make sure all my gear was intact. Look at that, he's turning us. He's turning us. Not too sure how far he is below the surface, but I can't see him yet. So close. I feel like it can't be that far down. Oh, there he is. Oh God. Oh. Huge tail. Huge tail. Huge tail. Well, he didn't go belly up like I was hoping he would. He's still fighting. Got him. Into the kayak. Into the kayak. We got him. Oh my God, we got him. Look at that guy. I don't know exactly how big this is, but it's definitely bigger than last year's fish. I'm pretty sure this is my biggest sea bass ever. Look at this thing. Oh. Look at that guy. Yeah. Look at that fish. Look at this hook set. Had him in a good spot actually, right in the top of the mouth. Ooh. Probably put him on the stringer first, but YOLO. I will not drop this fish. It's probably around, I don't know, probably around 40 inches, maybe a little more. 30 pounds, 40 pounds, honestly I don't know. I'll weigh him later and measure him later, but yeah, that's what we came for right there. Big old sea bass. What time is it? 7:45. Early morning bite. Man, what a fish. He was pulling me around for a while too. Well, it's not quite the first fish that I caught on this kayak, but definitely the biggest. Actually, I'm trying to think, this might be the biggest fish I've ever caught on a kayak, depending on how much it turns out to weigh. Man, it's taking a second to recover. That was a big fight. But one thing I did want to show you, I'm pretty sure no other croaker species get this big. But if you're ever in doubt, there's a couple of different croaker that look kind of like a sea bass, especially when they're smaller. But the best way to tell the difference is the white sea bass. They call this right here the zippered belly, as if a zipper was just going straight down the middle from the back of this underfin. I don't know exactly what fin that is, but anyways, right down the side all the way down to the butt. Basically like a little ridge on the underside of the fish. And that's how you can differentiate it from some of the other croaker species. But anyway, we're gonna get this one on ice and then go paddle back over and see if they're still there. These fish are so tricky. One day you're on them, not even one day, 1 minute you're on them, the next minute they're nowhere to be found. So I actually did find the school again after catching that first one, but as you can see, we got a little more chop on the water now, and with the chop it makes it harder to see them until I'm like right on top of them. So I wasn't seeing them until it's too late, and then I was spooking them off. And also the sun's out now, so I think it's gonna be even that much harder to get them to bite. And besides that, one fish is plenty enough for me anyways. You know, that's probably, I don't know exactly how much it weighs, but I think it's over 30 pounds. So like say today, at least 20 pounds of meat right there. Yeah, that's plenty of fish for me. So yeah, that'll conclude our 2-day mission. It was a fun one. It's always fun targeting these fish. I've done it a few times now, and man, it can be super frustrating, but also super rewarding when you put all the pieces together and it happens. Man, definitely a fun fish. But yeah, I mean, they're a really hard fish to target, at least in the Bay Area, because there's not very many of them. So honestly, most of the time I feel like it's just being in the right place at the right time and just being lucky enough to be prepared to get one. Yeah, a lot of it is luck, but yeah, we were lucky today. So anyway, thank you all for watching, appreciate the view, and I'm off to Panama now, so we'll see you there.